made some type of weapon to keep on you, you need to start taking self-defense.
I wanted to talk about women and self-defense. I have never in my life felt remotely threatened by a man. I've always thought I carry around this don't fuck with me energy, and it's always seemed like I don't get chosen as the one to take advantage of because I've got too much fight in me or something. But on Saturday, my boyfriend and I went to an NA meeting at a church, and it's a pretty big meeting. And outside the meeting, a man saw us arrive. I had never seen him before. He watched us walk in, and we sat down in the back. About halfway through the meeting, I got up to go to the bathroom. And while I was in the bathroom, somebody was banging on the door. And I did not bother to say anything because the door was locked and I knew they would figure it out. And then when I came out of the bathroom, that man was there. And he looked me in the eyes in the most rapey way. And he didn't say anything. But his eyes said something like, if I could do this right now, I would. And I walked back to my seat. And for the rest of the meeting, I felt uncomfortable. And I thought about that exchange, that everything was said in his eyes and in his behavior and in his body language. And I've been thinking more about self-defense and the pew-pews and reading about the civil rights movement. You're Wrong About podcast had an episode on revolution a couple weeks ago, and the guest had a grandmother that was in the civil rights movement. And she said they found that in her bedside table, and she never knew her grandma to be someone who was like that or interested in that stuff. But from what I've heard, the civil rights movement was full of more bombings and arsenals than we have thought about. Self-defense is not unspiritual because it's reinforcing a boundary. And I absolutely believe in self-defense as a healthy part of a nonviolent movement. Most of the power in a movement is behind showing that force is possible, speaking the language of the violent people so that they know you mean business, and then mostly applying pressure in powerful ways, which is organizing, refusal to go along with rules, etc. Those are the power. But the force sometimes is helpful in order to avoid an acute situation. I don't know if I will develop self-defense skills. I am chronically ill and have trouble even riding a bike. It would be hilarious to watch me try to kickbox. I'm probably going to do better with some sort of self-defense that anybody can do with zero skill. But it is occurring to me that I will not be able to rest on the laurels of my don't fuck with me energy, because it seems like people who are dumb are going to try stuff and I will have to put up or shut up with the energy behind that, which I think is real energy. I'm a fighter, but I am not strong and I am a target.